Hey guys, welcome. So we've got another one of our monthly webinars. So this time we're going to be going and covering MailChimp. So this is going to be quite a fun one. I'm quite excited to show you all as well. It's going to be a good one. I definitely recommended if you're going to be using MailChimp, not only for setting up your email marketing, but also doing blogs. It's a good way to get people to start reading those blogs. I know a lot of people use social media already to go and post those, but also having a following of people, so that you can go and send out a snippet of your blog and get more people to read it. It's a lot more brand recognition. Cool. So what I can do here is I will start to share my screen. Cool, so you'll see my screen here. So I have just gone and set up, see what's coming through. Cool. So yeah, we've got the main screen here. As you come into Rocket Spark, so what we can do here is just go and log in. I've already set up my free trial, so already a member. So we can just go ahead and log in here. So we can just have a look at this and see what's going on. So this is how we first get into our website. I haven't actually done anything to this so far, so very basic, and we can leave that for now so that we can go and concentrate on our email marketing. Cool, so this is where you'll be wanting to come when you go through to Rocket Spark so we can start connecting up MailChimp. So if you don't have a MailChimp account yet, it will pop up and allow you to go and create one. So either what we can do here is we can go and log in, or you'll be able to create an account as well. So I've already got an account set up, which we can log into here. A little bit of information just about what happens here and making sure that you do want to go and sync all of this information. So I'll just allow that one for now, but if you want to have a little bit more of a read here, you're welcome to. Cool, so just like that, it's connected. So yeah, my MailChimp account will be connected up with my Rocket Spark account. And what this allows me to do is to be able to go and create an email subscribe form. So the good thing here is that, yeah, we've got the button right here, easy to access. So what we'll do is just go ahead and create one. Cool, so we've just created a newsletter subscribe form, and what this allows people to do is just to be able to go in and subscribe to a newsletter. I'd always recommend doing this, even if you don't have a newsletter yet. It does allow you to go and start collecting those customer details for when you do want to start sending out information. So it's always nice to have that there. So now we can go through to your editor. Cool. Yeah, and what we can do here is we can just go and quickly add a stack. I'll just add in a blank one for now. Add in a block. At any point as well, if I'm going too fast, just let me know and I can just take it down a notch. And we'll just add in an email form. So this is the one that has just been created by MailChimp, and you'll be able to see that it's connected as well because it'll pop up with this little logo. Go and add that in. Cool. So the good thing about this as well is because it is using the Rocket Spark form builder, that you can go and edit it how you want. So that's the design of it that you'd like, and we can go and edit the design. With the form, we can go and change things around. For example, you might want a nice bright red border. Go on and increase that a little bit and change the text color. If you're wanting to change the button as well, you can easily do that through your buttons. So at the moment, I'm using style 1. So these are block colors that we're using, but on this side as well, you've got all of your colors that you can have a transparent background, which is quite handy. So I'm going to change it over to a nice style 2, which should have the transparent background. Yep, no background color. And we can save that. That way when you hover over it, it just gives a little bit more feel for your website as well. So I'm not a designer. This is probably not what most people would do, but just as an example for what you can do. Cool. So if we can go and sign up to our email newsletter as well. Cool. So I'd like to sign up to the newsletter, subscribe. Cool. So since this is just a new website that has been created, it hasn't been verified yet. But yeah, as soon as you press that, a message gets sent through to the support team and they'll be able to go and set that up straight away, which is nice. Cool. Now, what I can do here as well is if we go back to my forms. Cool, my website's about to be verified. So I think that Olivia is currently on our support desk, so she'll go ahead and verify that one for me. Cool, and what we can do here is we can create new forms. This is really handy if you want to sync through some other forms. With the sync between RocketSpark and MailChimp, you can go and sync most of these through, apart from there's a couple of different ones that won't be able to be synced through to MailChimp. So what we can do is we can sync through a couple of these. So we can do your name, we could do email, phone, text field, and text box. But there's a couple of special ones that are in MailChimp that we won't be able to collect. So these ones include like birthdays and bits and pieces like that are non-standard. So what we ask you to do is just to use these normal ones that we have in here, such as, text field and text box. Really easy to go and sync through to MailChimp. And people can go and write these in anyway, so it makes it quite a bit easier. And once you go and create a new form, so this allows you to go and have more fields as well. Especially if you want to connect a little bit more information, maybe how did you hear about us? Or maybe you're wanting your customer to also get in touch with you to get a quote for something. You can add an extra message here and go and edit what this says. And then all you'll need to do is go and connect it through to MailChimp. Cool. So I've already created a list. When this first comes up, if it's your first time using MailChimp, it'll ask you to go and create a list. So I'll choose Steph Test. And you can see that it's all connected as well. One other thing to note as well when you're using our form builder, just to check the email that the form inquiries go to. So at the moment, it's going to stephmailchimp@rocketspark.com. So that won't actually come through to me, but yeah, you can go and change what one this goes through to. So I'd probably go and make that one my personal. You can go and change the send form button text as well, so that you can either go to a success page or you can go to a different page or just a completely different URL if you need as well, depending on how you want this all to work. Cool. And you can also, change the label as well for what that is. I know that a lot of you as well, I hope you do anyway, are connecting everything up with tracking codes, especially with Google Analytics. It'll be nice to have this all in one, just so that we can start. These ones will probably be for Facebook, so we can see how this is all working. And that you can track those a little bit easier to see how your customers are engaging. Cool. You'll also see that this will pop up. So spam laws in most countries. The spam laws in most countries, you'll need to make it so that subscribers go and opt in for this. So you can go and add in an opt-in box easily. Cool, and you can go and add that in wherever you need as well within your website, just by going through what we did before, going and adding a new block, an email form, and this is the one that we've just created, contact form 1, and it's connected with MailChimp. So that'll come through like this, with your different bits of information that you can add in. Cool. I can see that Chantel's answering a couple questions there, so that's great. And adding in a couple of help guides as well. Cool, so these are the different things that you can do. As we've been through, add in a newsletter subscribe form, edit the design styles of your forms, or connecting an existing form with MailChimp. So that's what we did before by going into your forms and just connecting it by clicking on Connect to MailChimp, which is easy enough. Cool. So I will actually just log into my MailChimp just so we can start to see this side come through. So this should all come through. Audience dashboard. Cool. So you can go and add in your contacts as well. If you've already got contacts that you need, you can also import them in. If you're moving from a different email marketing tool to this one, you can go and bring them all across just to make things easier rather than making all of your customers go and resubscribe. So what we can do now is we'll have a look at the e-commerce side of it. So I know quite a few of you will be more interested in this side. Cool, so at the moment, it should be on a trial, 29 days, cool. So I'm just gonna quickly go and make sure that this is all set up as well, just in the back end. Cool, so the cool thing about email marketing as well, as I was mentioning before, one of the main things about setting up an email marketing tool is just so that you can actually get that reach, especially as you start to get a lot more traction in this. If you're sending out bulk emails, it's always good to be set up with something such as MailChimp. We have a couple other integrations here as well. And the reason for this is to make sure that your emails are actually sending to your customers, because I know Cool. I know that if you try and send out bulk amounts of emails, that it might not actually get to your customer, just because of those spam laws. So always making sure that that you are using something such as MailChimp so that your emails can be sent out. Cool, so I've just updated something on the back end of mine, and I've gone and verified my account. And I'll make sure that I am on a MailChimp plan as well. Sorry about this. Cool, that's all updated. Cool, we get nice little notifications as well that pop up on the side. Cool. So this just means that our test is online. So people can go and access this by going to mailchimpguide.rocketspark.co.nz. And this is just my short name as well. Just a technical little glitch. It usually pops up here with our MailChimp e-commerce integration. So I'll just disconnect that just for now and reconnect it. Cool, looks like someone's updated that for me. So it's all added in now, so that is integrated. So what we can do here is we can go and create. So what we're going to want to do here is just have a little look at, first of all, going and creating a send carts and products to MailChimp. Cool. So what we'll want to do here is just a regular one, and actually with this one, we might want to set up a campaign. Cool, so what we're going to be doing with this one is just trying out the free version of MailChimp as well. So this means that you can just have, one audience at this stage, but this is all we'll need. Just to start with. Cool. So one of the things that you can set up with MailChimp, especially with the e-commerce side of things, is to be able to start creating these campaigns. So with these customer journeys as well, so this is the paid version. I know that we use this a lot for when we were doing the pop-up shop earlier. So that was last year in about November. And we decided to opt for the paid plan this time round. And it actually ended up paying off. So we ran a couple of campaigns that were more tailored to our customers, so that, for example, X days after they went and viewed our page, for example, that they were gone and they were sent a new email just saying, hey, have you forgotten something? And that was really cool as well when we were looking at abandoned carts. So that's where you can go and create those ones. With MailChimp as well, we can go and add a pop-up form into your website. So we'd just do this by adding a little bit of code in. So that would be with Steph Test, which was the audience that we had previously created. And we can create something just like this. So for example, this would be subscribe to our newsletter, just like how we had before, but this one, it pops up. The only thing with having this kind of pop-up is that you don't get as much designability, because you'll need to design this in MailChimp rather than with RocketSpark. So that would be the main thing that we'll be looking at here. But we can go and add this one in if we just go edit. We'll add this to personal. Cool, so you can choose where it is as well. If you just want it to pop off on the side, if you want it to show after so much time as well. Cool. So maybe after 5 seconds, just so that it doesn't pop up straight away, people can start looking at your website before this grabs their attention. Cool, so we can manage our connected sites as well. I know that I have connected this before, and that was to a different site. So what we'll do is we'll go and connect it again to our new site. So this will be a custom website. Unfortunately, this doesn't show on here yet, but we're trying to get around to it. So we'll add this to a custom website. We'll go across to our dashboard as well. This will be our URL, just on this side. Get code. So yeah, this will give us a little bit of code here. And what we want to do is just to copy this one. Cool, and we can add this into our website as well. If we just go to Get Found SEO, we'll actually find that there's a bit of custom body and a bit of custom head, and I'm pretty sure it goes in here. Save changes. Cool. So that should all be saved now, and it should now all be, we can check the connection as well. Cool, so this is all connected, so that's great. Cool, so this was the pop-up page that we're looking at before. And if we can actually add it to my MailChimp guide. Cool, our pop-up form will display on MailChimp guide. Yeah, obviously you'd go and add in all your own images and make it a little bit more tailored to your website. I don't think this will show up as well just in here, just because you'll be able to see that it's come up before. And so I think with this one, you will just need to open this up on an incognito browser. If we just use this, cool, yeah, so MailChimp would have already recognized that I've been on this browser before, unfortunately. So that won't pop up just yet, but if you did go into an incognito, it would show up. Cool, I can see, yeah, that people are also asking about the form builder. So with our form builder, it's quite a basic one that we've got at the moment, but if there are other features that you're really wanting for it, please let us know. The more that we know about it, the more that we can take this into account, which will be nice, and we can move towards making these features for you. But if there are things that we can't create just yet, we do go and recommend using one of the other form builders that are out there, such as Jotform or Typeform, just because, yeah, they are really easy to go and add in. Cool, so that's usually popping up there, but unfortunately that doesn't want to load in. So what I'll do is I'll just bring up my other one that I have. Got quite a few sites connected to this already. So I'll just bring this one up just as a backup. So yeah, most of us, especially here at Rocket Spark, we all have our own test websites that whenever we have any kind of questions come through from our customers, we'll immediately go and have a go on our test site just to make sure that we can recreate this. So that would be this here. Cool, so this is my other site that I've got, and I'll quickly go through this to go and connect MailChimp. Allow that all. Cool, so this is what should pop up. So sorry about the delay with the other one, but this is where we were meant to be before with connecting MailChimp e-commerce. So I'll want to go and add this one to my existing store that I have, which is personal Steph Test. And we can go and create all that. So now our e-commerce side's all attached, and we can go and turn these on as well. So this is a really important one to have. So this allows us to be able to go and send carts, customers, orders, and products to MailChimp. And I'll be able to show you a little bit more about why that's so important in a moment. And the other one that we have here is displaying an opt-in checkbox in e-commerce checkout. So this just means that as soon as anyone gets across to the checkout area, that they will need to go and opt in to be a part first. This is really handy so that people don't have to go to your sign up form as well as going to your e-commerce checkout. They can do it all in one go. Cool, so now these two are both attached, which is nice. So I just went and redid all the help guides for this one about a week or two ago, and it's all changed again. So we'll call this one the abandoned cart demo. We can start building this one. Cool, so this is what we want. So what we want here is as soon as you get through to here, that when it gets through to abandoned cart, so this means that the customer would have went through to the checkout and got through to the payment gateway as well. And they've decided not to go ahead with it for whatever reason. So this is a great time to go and catch them. So if we can go and click here on abandoned cart, for my personal store, we can go and send them an email. So yeah, we can have here, go and change the subject and select a template as well for what you're wanting this to be. So you can go and set this up so that your customer can go through and yeah, we'll have a couple templates here, which is nice. So what you can do here is have an abandoned cart with product recommendations as well. So that if someone leaves a product in there, you could also go and add in a promotion code in here, which will be helpful, or a coupon code saying, hey, I can see that you've forgotten something. If you want to come back, here's a 5% discount, and these are some other products that you may like. But we'll just go for the abandoned cart, the basic one for now. Go to next. And you'll be able to edit this as you want as well. So you can add in all the different products that you need. So you can have 1 product, 2 products. Save and close. If you wanted to as well, you can add in your promotion code just as long as you have got one that's already set up in your console. So I've got a 10% off one in my console already that I've set up, which would have been in here. Cool. So I've got a couple here. Easy. And we can save and close those ones as well so that people can go and be directed straight from here, straight through to there. And we can go and save. Cool, there's a couple of other ones as well that we have in here. Cool, so a couple of other options that you could go and set up in your MailChimp is, yeah, first of all, that abandoned carts, so that as soon as someone leaves something in there, that they'll be reminded and they can go back to it. There's been a lot of studies as well from MailChimp that shows that it's just definitely worth having that in there. You get a lot more customers coming back to go and complete that checkout. And also with this, you could thank your first-time customers just to create more of a sense of community there, and that yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be small businesses that are starting out, or we've got large businesses as well, such as Xenia. And I know that they've just got such community, and all of their customers are just so enthusiastic about the products, and they're always wanting to come back, which is awesome. So yeah, having that feel there, and also giving away like free access or early access, just letting people know, especially your top customers, that you've got a new release coming out. That's another way that you can use it. I've actually got a small example of this. So I've pulled through just a little screenshot from when we did our pop-up shop. So we set up a pop-up abandoned cart, and yeah, it just had a little delay there in moving forward for 1 hour, and then we could go and send out an email, and you'll be able to see what comes from this. So because we went and sent out this abandoned cart email, we had 4 orders come through from this. The average order of this was $56. So the total revenue we made from just setting up this one little workflow was $227.70. So that already paid for going and upgrading to the higher plan anyway. So that was really cool to see. And we were able to see as well just a couple more of the insights, especially from Google, and even from looking at the different forms that we've got in there. Cool, yeah, so just making sure that you've also linked your Google Analytics and your MailChimp. It's always really nice to see. One way that you can use MailChimp as well is to be able to go and set reoccurring dates. So you can go and set this up, especially if you've got the paid version. If someone buys a product in your store, you can go and set this up so that, for example, 6 months later or 1 year later, that they'll get a follow-up email saying, hey, you haven't ordered this in a while. Especially if it is one of those products that should be bought, say, once a year. Yeah, I hope that was a little bit of an insight today into MailChimp and how you can connect it all. If you're going to do anything with MailChimp e-commerce, if you're unsure about it, I'd still recommend setting it up and just, starting to collate the different emails there, and starting to grow an audience. That would be one of the main things to start with, and definitely the abandoned carts. Awesome to see you guys all here, and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. See you guys.